Artistic gymnastics is America's most followed Olympic sport for a reason. From the bounding twists of the gymnasts' floor routines to the flurry of turns and their graceful dismounts from beam and bars that enthrall the viewer, gymnastics creates a visual effect close to magic. That on-screen wonder inspired sophomore Adya Gupta to start the sport when she was 7.
I first got into gymnastics when I used to live in India because I would see it on TV and I kind of dreamed of doing it, but the equipment was really poor there. It wasn't good quality and it was really easy to get injured. So I moved back into the United States in 2016 and I got started when I was 7 years old. I mean, it's been a dream for me since I was young, and it's definitely something I enjoy, I'm passionate about, but it's also like a really good break from school because, whenever I'm stressed or kind of overwhelmed with schoolwork, the gym is kind of just like a place for me to let go of anything, and for like the 4 hours that I'm there, I don't think about anything else but like what I'm doing.
While Gupta began the sport after seeing it on television, senior Sylvia Kutaj began gymnastics because of another source of inspiration, her sister. Kutaj joined the Gold Star Gymnastics Club when she was 3 years old and now competes for the MV Gymnastics team. To her, as with Gupta, the fun and freedom of expression of gymnastics are what make the sport appealing.
I feel like it's a way to express myself, I guess. I'm not really that great at other sports, but I've always liked floor and dancing, and I feel like I'm good at gymnastics. And I've made a lot of friends along doing gymnastics, so it's like fun memories too.
Kutaj's lifelong experience doing gymnastics means she's made many friends from it, and she notes that the skills she's learned from the sport are a good conversation starter, allowing her to develop friendships in and out of gymnastics. However, the social aspects of gymnastics have a dark side too. She and Gupta have both experienced toxicity from their coaches, with many coaches in Kutaj's experience prioritizing the success of the team over the mental and physical health of the gymnasts they train. This eventually caused her to quit club gymnastics. Her negative experience with coaches shapes the way she interacted with the younger gymnasts she used to coach.
Coaches can kind of make it too serious sometimes, or put a lot of pressure on you to fulfill the requirements, and I think that kind of made it less fun when it was forced onto me. I would help kids, and if they're feeling upset, I would uplift them so they understand it's more for fun. That serious. I didn't want to be the scary coach that I grew up that made me dislike gymnastics so much. I wanted to be something that they were looking forward to going to gym for.
Junior Evelyn Wong began gymnastics when she was 4 when her mom signed her up for classes, but quit last year after concussion and losing interest in the sport. To Wong, the overwhelming pressure from her coaches and those around her to succeed turned the sport from a source of community into a source of pain and toxicity.
It was very hard mentally, and the competition between our teammates was also hard, and a lot of the pressure was from my mom and my coaches to do well. I think it definitely changed how I viewed myself and other people, and it honestly made me question if my self-worth at one point, because sometimes coaches they make you feel a lot less than you are.
While Gupta experiences the heavy mental toll that demanding coaches can take on gymnasts, she tries to not let them bother her. To her, an unreasonable coach or annoying teammates might be difficult, but she doesn't want to let anything get in the way of enjoying gymnastics, which has become a safe space for her and a refuge from outside challenges. She credits her parents for supporting her despite the difficulties the sport can pose, and aims to model that same support to other young gymnasts.
Every time I kind of doubted myself or was I don't know if I'm good enough or anything, they always reminded me why I started in the first place, and it's not to be number 1 or number 2, it's just because it genuinely is it helps me be me, it's a part of my identity. I have a younger cousin, and she is also a gymnast, where she's starting off, and she having someone like that at home, I think really helps her, because I kind of push her to do certain things, and it does help her get to where she wants to be.
To Gupta, gymnastics has had a deep, positive impact on every aspect of her life. Physically, she's noticed herself getting stronger and healthier, which makes her feel more energetic. And while the emotional effects of demanding and dismissive coaches can hurt her, she says the sport is ultimately her safe space. The resilience Gupta has developed through the years of gymnastics stretches further than the foam pits and beams of the gym. She says it changes her outlook on everything.
Whatever I've learned has really impacted my life, because in gymnastics, it's if you fall or if you get really badly hurt, it's less of like, oh, you know, like it's gonna take me time to get back. It's more just you fall, you get right back up and you try it again. So that kind of serves, like that applies to almost everything I do in life now, because it's, you know, if a class is hard or a teacher is difficult, I don't shy away from it. Like if I fail to do something correctly, just do it again, like no matter how many times.